to the show, Front Bar Cricket Special. Great to have you with us, thanks to Furphy. Unbelievable. There are very few genuine legends walking amongst us on planet Earth. One of those genuine legends joins us on our humble little show tonight. What a joy it is for us to have him here. Please make him welcome the great Sunil Gawaskar.
Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Can we call you Sonny?
Yes,
Is that
please.
okay?
Yep.
Thank you.
Big fan of the show?
Very much.
Yeah, thank you. That's very nice of you.
Big thrill to meet Paul Kelly, was it?
Yeah, it was, because, somebody who makes a song about Shane Warne's always, something special. Warney was special. The song about him was special. It was great fun to listen to it.
Wow. Is there an Indian songwriter over there somewhere who's doing the same sort of stuff that Paul Kelly's doing, honouring great Indian cricketers in song?
Not as yet, but there are calypso writers in the West Indies who bring out lots of calypso.
Yeah. You're an amazing player. I mean, you were the first to many huge markers in the game of cricket. First batted at 10,000 runs, 34 Test centuries. Test average of 51 when that was not common. I mean, that Test average of 51 when you were going around...
Well, you didn't have those bats, and there were no ropes that were brought in, and it was pre-helmets, and it was a true, as good an opening batsman as the world had seen.
Sonny, can I ask you a question? What was more important to you, the talent and technique that you clearly had, or the mental strength that you applied to your batting?
I think the mental strength, because I've always thought that, it's temperament that separates the men from the boys. You could have the best technique in the world, but if you didn't have the temperament, somebody around you is saying something about your batting, your ability, whatever, and then you try and do something stupid, that is no good. You could have the best technique in the world, so you've got to have the temperament as well.
Sonny, you were the captain and you were the best batsman. What's it feel like to be the best batsman out of 1 billion people? You feel good? You must feel good.
Not just 1 billion people, 1 billion people who all want to play cricket.
That's right.
What's it feel like?
It feels best.
Well, you talk about the temperament and all that, but when you came up against the Australians back in the day, you also faced some of the best fast bowlers in the history of the game, and to open the batting on some of those pitches must have been challenging. How did you go against the likes of Lilly and Thompson? Did you rise to the challenge? Did you used to get yourself up for it?
Well, firstly, I think, you go with your eyes closed. Because that's the best way to play.
Yeah.
And, asking me a question like rising to the challenge, how much can I rise? I can't rise too much. But basically, I think you sort of said to yourself that you've got to, stick around there. Yeah. Tire them out a little bit, and once they start bowling a little bit of lollipops, then you can score some runs.
Yeah.
Well, you're a fantastic team, and in 1985 you won the World Championships at the MCG, and I always remember these scenes of you guys celebrating, because these are... Well, so there you are. What it was, you guys? You're always on the outside. It's just like your trains. What is that? How was that? Do you remember that? Because you were in the passenger seat.
Yes, if you live in Mumbai and you're commuting, you commuted by train, and sometimes with your kit bag hanging, and you were outside the compartment of the train. It was once you do that, then facing the fastest bowlers in the world.
Sonny, take us back to... I mean, anybody who goes to India sees the passion that young kids have for the game. In fact, all people have for the game over there.
Tell us about that bloke.
Your earliest memories of the game, how you got started.
Well, look at that grip. It's a terrible grip. Honestly, it's a terrible grip. I mean, your top hand is so much around the handle. How are you ever going to play a cover drive?
How did you get started?
Well, I started, with my mother lobbing to me. We were living in an apartment. It was probably, the balcony was just a little bit over there. She was lobbing a rubber ball, and, I was playing with a plastic bat. I must have been about 4 years old, 5 years. I just swung the ball, and it went and hit her on the nose, and she started bleeding. So I was very scared. So I went up to her, and, so she said, if you want to be a cricketer, then you must be able to bear the pain, go and bat again. So that was my first lesson.
Wow.
That, if you want to play cricket, you want to bear the pain. Mind you, she was the younger sister of Madhav Mantri, who played 4 test matches for India.
Yep.
So cricket was in the family.
Did you follow up with a bouncer?
Immediately. The next one was a bouncer.
Well, that is a beautiful photo. This one, not so much. Here you are with Australia's Rod Marsh, clearly relaxing after a day of cricket. And there's something we need to address here, and I'm just going to say what everyone's thinking.
Say it, Nicky.
Why are you wearing that T-shirt? Do you remember that photo?
I do.
What was happening?
I do remember the photo, and you can see from my expression. I promise you, I was with that expression. I was only hoping that Rodney doesn't rise to the occasion.
No. You didn't want to look down. You seriously didn't want to look down.
The idea, by the way, that someone asked, "Hey Rod, can we have a photo?" And he says, "Yeah, no problems." And they, "Do you want to put on some pants?" No, I'll be right.
No, why would you?
Well, that's why you played for Australia, for the baggy green and the tidy whitey.
So, Sonny, 1971 was your coming of age. Well, it was the tour that really announced you to the world against the West Indies. 21 years of age, 4 tests, scored 774 runs, averaged 154 in the series,
Incredible.
4 centuries. There was a double century along the way. How vivid are your memories of this young man and what you did against a team that was on the cusp of being one of the most dominant teams of all time?
I think it was a memorable tour. I never thought that I'd be able to get that many runs. I would have been very happy with maybe 250, 300 runs. I didn't want to make a fool of myself.
Yep.
When I first got the India cap, my only aim was, don't look like a fool. Even if you score 30, 40, 50 runs, that's great, because you'd get another opportunity. But then to score that many runs, thanks to Gary Sobers. I mean, Gary Sobers dropped simple catches on me. I was 12 with simple catches. So, I mean, I should be sending him Christmas cards, but...
Well, Murray, you've always said that Sir Garfield Sobers was very overrated.
Overrated, no doubt about it.
Did you get to meet him?
Yeah, yep. Didn't meet him in the West Indies this year, but when he comes to India, get to meet him. I had the good fortune of playing under him when the rest of the world team came here that same year.
Yes.
He was a captain, and I played under him. It was, fantastic.
Sonny, my favourite cricketer was Viv Richards. Mm-hmm. So a contemporary of yours. He wasn't on that tour, but he was there for a lot of your career. What was Viv like to play against?
Viv was very, very tough on the field, but a great friend off the field. Off the field, he was, always wanting to take you out, be with you. But on the field, he didn't give you an inch. Didn't give you anything. He didn't give you a smile.
He sledged you?
Once. But it was because, I dropped down the order to bat at number 4, and Malcolm Marshall of the 4th ball of the first over got Anshuman Gaikwad out. 5th ball, he got Dilip Vengsarkar out for a duck. And so I came in to face the hat-trick ball, and I played it. And then that was the end of the over. And as Viv ran from slip to slip, as he went past me, he said to me, no matter what number you bat, man, the score is still 0.
Did you play with him at Somerset? Were you teammate? Was he at Somerset when you were at Somerset?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I replaced him because he was with the West Indies team to England.
Yep.
So I replaced him. But when the team came back, I mean, the West Indies tour was over, then we used to gather together in Joel Garner, and I shared a flat. Can you imagine? 6 feet 8 inches and 5 feet nothing.
Yeah.
We shared a flat. And that's the first time I realized, what backseat driving was. Because, look, I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I didn't know much about the Taunton roads, and he'd been playing for a long time. And so him with his long legs would, push back like this. And I'm in the front seat here. And because he has got long legs to, get to the clutch and the accelerator. So it's like backseat driving. I was talking to him, and that's it.
Exactly.
And then we had the final. 3 years later, we had the World Cup final. And he's pinged everything past my face, first 6 deliveries. Next over again, a couple past my face. So, and then the third ball is a leg by. So I go to the non-strikers and I'm waiting for him to come back from his follow-through. I say to him, Bird, how about one off the mark for your old flatmate? And he looks down at me. He said, no, man. This is the World Cup final. No freebies for you.
So you're facing all these like world-class fast bowlers who had unlimited short balls. Why didn't you wear a helmet? I mean, these guys were targeting you and taking you on. Why no helmet?
Very simple. Nothing inside to protect.
No, there must have been a reason.
That's the sort of...
It was, well, that was, that was tough. Playing against Australia particularly, because on Australian pitches the ball does bounce quite a bit. Yes. So yes, I think sometimes you tend to think that why you should be wearing a helmet.
Well, you actually did on one occasion, this one here, where you came out wearing what I think is Rod Marsh's jockstrap.
Richie Bennett called it the broken flowers. Inverted,
Sonny, I look at that helmet. I go, look, you've got the inside of the part of the helmet. You know, you've got that bit. But the more important outside bit, you don't seem to have that bit. Did that actually work, that helmet?
It was apparently not such a good idea because when I finished playing cricket, the MCC bicentenary game, the MCC came to me to ask for a souvenir for their museum, and I said, look, I don't need this, I'm retiring in a couple of months, so keep it. And they had it hung like this, the helmet and my skull cap in their museum. And a German neurosurgeon went and asked for, the helmets, and he said, did any of these guys get hit? And the curator of the museum said, well, he didn't know. Well, why do you ask? So he said, because I'm pretty certain that the guy wearing the skull cap, if he had got hit, he would have died on the spot. So the curator said, why? He said, because the helmet would have localized the blow, but the skull cap, the vibrations would have gone right around the skull, and he would have died on the spot. But here I am.
Well, you've survived.
We're absolutely delighted to have you here. There's so much more to talk to you about. Stick around and we'll do that on the other side of the break.
Great stuff.
Welcome back to the Front Bar Cricket Edition. Sunil Gawaskar, our very special guest, Furphy, unbelievable. Hey, you talk about cricket in the previous segment, cricket being in your family, on your mum's side. How close, when you were first born, did you come to actually never having your cricket career realised?
I think maybe about 2 or 3 days. I was about 2 or 3 days old, and on the day I was born, an uncle of mine had come to see my mother, and he had noticed a little hole near the ear. 2 days later, when he came, and the baby in the crib next to my mother, he saw and it didn't have the hole. So he said, look, this is not our baby. Oh. And so they went, and my mother was in a general ward. She wasn't in a room. So a lot of, children were there.
Yes.
So they went looking in the general ward, and they finally found me, and because of the hole, they found me in a crib next to a fisherwoman.
What?
So then they swapped, they got me back. I had been obviously swapped after the children had been given a bath. And so there it is.
Wow.
So I could have been a fisherman,
Yeah.
but I asked my mother after when I was playing cricket, Test cricket, and I asked my mother. I think she was a little embarrassed to answer why that happened. But then finally she asked me, "Why do you want to know?" I said, because look, I was next to a fisherwoman, and look at the impact. I don't know how long I was there, but look at the impact it's had on my cricket career. The number of times I've been caught fishing outside the office.
Oh, that is magnificent.
You could have been the first fisherman to catch 10,000 salmon.
Pomfrets.
It's unbelievable.
He could have been opening the fishing for India.
Pomfrets in India. Pomfrets.
What's it called?
Pomfrets.
Pomfrets.
Yeah.
Is that a fish?
Yeah, pomfrets. Yeah,
That's
they're just like the Duncan Fernley logo.
Oh, really? Yeah. Was that your bat?
Yeah, it was my bat.
Yeah, that's right.
How much pride, and you thoroughly deserve it, and you're alongside one of our favourite cricketers of all time in a cricket that means so much to
Can I say
Australia.
something? Did someone just turn the lights on? Yeah. Mate, it's pretty bright.
We got clap-ons here.
How much pride do you take for having your name alongside Alan Borders on the trophy that these two teams are playing for? At the
Tremendous.
Yep.
It's a privilege. It's a privilege and a real honour to have an iconic series like the Australia-India series named after AB and me. And it was such a delight to catch up with AB the other day. He doesn't come to India for any commentary or any other work. And the last time we were here, we were stuck because of the COVID. We were stuck in one place. We didn't go to Brisbane. So to be able to catch up with AB was absolutely terrific.
Yeah.
What did you make of the first test after coming in pretty cold after a 3-test series at home in New Zealand and a defeat, and then you go over to Perth, where, let's be honest, Australia came in raging favourites, and to see that, what'd you make of it?
Oh, it was a piece of cake, wasn't it? Piece of cake for India. 150, no problems. We know that we can dismiss you for less. So that's what they did. And then they piled up almost 500.
Yeah.
And then,
Series over?
mostly.
Sonny,
By the way, you're in the commentary box. It's good to know you're impartial.
You have to be.
how good is? I mean, you've seen a lot of players come and go since your magnificent career. How good is Jaiswal?
Very good.
Yep.
Very good. I think, again, here the temperament shows more than anything else. His temperament is superb. He's got technique. But the way he's learning from the previous mistakes, like in the first innings, he made a mistake opening the face of the bat. Second innings, he was playing everything straight till he got set, and then he started to play the cover drive. So somebody who's always wanting to get better, he will get better.
And what about this kid, this prodigy, who's 13 years old, who's just been drafted in the IPL for $200,000? I mean, he's made his debut before his pubes have. This is unbelievable. Do you know much about this kid?
No, I don't. But, you know, if he's been picked by Rahul Dravid for Rajasthan Royals, then
Royals.
He must be something special.
He's
third,
not allowed to do night games because past his bedtime. But apart from that...
Yeah, exactly. I think his father would probably be with him, you know, when they break up at about 10:30 at night.
He'll be there.
What were you doing at 13?
Shoplifting from brushes. What were you doing when you were 13?
13. Well, I'm Asian. I was doing year 12.
No, I can't top that.
When you were 13, what was he doing? What was he doing at 13?
Things
What
I
he was
prefer.
doing, he was
things
fighting in the boer war.
Well, for the love of country, Michael, for the love of country. Hey, Sonny, you come on a good night. It's always a good night here. It's a joy to have you, but it's a joy to have you part of one of our favourite
Good
segments here on the
Lord.
front bar. It's time now for Sam's
happening?
Drip Tray. Be nice.
Mate, can I be sincerely saying?
One of the greatest cricketers to ever play the game.
And a thorough gentleman.
And a gentleman and
I know.
an icon to his people.
A living
to
legend.
behave.
A living legend.
I'm not going to lie, because it's Mr. Gavaskar and Drip Tray, you know, we all know what it is. I am a little bit nervous.
Okay.
But
Yep.
don't worry, the guy from Utah is going to love this. Mr. Gavaskar, I'm going to assume you haven't seen Drip Tray. So what it is, it's a series of just pacey questions, you know, punchy answers. You can pass if you're not interested in the answer, you know what I mean? So here we go.
But when's going to be drip and when's going to be dry?
All
All right, let's get out of it. I don't want to do it anymore. All right,
Come on.
Sonny,
Okay.
toughest bowler you ever faced?
Andy Roberts?
Andy Roberts.
Yeah.
Easiest bowler you ever faced?
Easiest bowler? Oh, I think they were all very good.
Okay,
Arnest
okay.
Labuschagne.
Okay, I'll let you off the hook. Do you remember your highest Test score?
236.
Oh yeah, and who was bowling that day?
The West Indies.
West Indies?
Yeah, Michael Holding,
Oh my God.
Andy Roberts, Malcolm
shit.
Marshall.
Jesus.
Wow.
Well, that stopped you in your tracks, didn't
Okay.
it? Hey?
Yeah. All right. Hey, Sonny, first car you ever had?
Was a Premier Padmini, which is like the old Fiat.
Oh, that's
European
that's
number.
good. All right. Follow-up question. Second car.
Second car was a Premier President. Improved version of that.
Third car. What was your third car?
A Honda Accord.
They're getting worse. What's going on? You're supposed to go that way.
The Honda Accord. The Honda Accord was a...
Oh, let me guess. Are we
I think it's the
sponsored
one they
by...
won.
No, that was an Audi, I think.
All right. We saw an ad for Brute 33. What's your aftershave of choice?
The Hermes.
It's beautiful.
Aramis.
Yeah,
Aramis.
it's a nice one.
Yeah, nice.
Expensive.
You're a Blue Stratos man, weren't you?
Mate, we keep it moving.
Oh, so I'm
But that
rooting
was,
Drip
you know,
Tray.
Yeah, you are.
Hermes would be drip, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be. Favorite movie ever?
Ocean's 12, because it rhymed with cricket.
Ocean's 12.
Yeah.
Not Ocean's 11.
No. because I like the 12th man.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Righty. I got you. Okay. Hey, have you ever seen a Bollywood? Ever seen a movie? One of those Bollywood movies with Brett Lee in them?
Has he acted in one?
Well,
he has.
jury's out. I've seen it. He's in it. But did he act?
No. It's not,
Thank
it's
you.
not called acting.
Okay. I'm coming over for dinner. What are you cooking me?
I'll cook a nice ghost vindaloo.
Oh,
Nice.
Ghost vindaloo, nice, with lots of onions, lots of tomatoes, a little bit of chili, because the vindaloo in any case is going to be hot.
Oh yeah.
So
when
much-
you say a little bit, what do you reckon? What does that actually mean?
A little bit in the sense that if I might be allowed to use
Sure.
I'll try and get a little politically correct, that you could, after eating that,
Yeah.
you could be urinating from the backside.
I haven't had a bad case of the Drip Tray.
we should just...
You know what? Let's go out.
Right.
All right.
How do you think it's going? Are we-
Mate, this is a cracker.
That's as good as anything you've ever got out
What
of
are you saying?
anyone on the
Should we
drip tray.
get out?
I
Get
think
out
it's
right
time
now.
for a last question.
Oh, you can't top that.
What? Last question. Just one.
One.
This is the greatest drip tray ever.
It's a good one. All right, I'll give you three more. What Australian bowler did you most enjoy hitting to the boundary?
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be a Merv Hughes.
Yeah? You enjoyed that a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
He would have taken
Because
it
you were
well.
the first one who sledged me.
He was the first one to sledge you.
Yeah. First Australian to...
Could you understand what he said?
I actually did.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't repeat it?
Please don't say
Well, I
it.
mean,
I think it was a...
we're
During the ad break.
yeah.
All right, who was better, Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, or you?
I think that's... Everybody was very good, but I think Gary Sobers was the best.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Well, I didn't give him as an option.
Yeah, I know that, and that's where the dry comes in.
All right, last
Don't
one.
get frustrated with the guest.
Basically
on
saying the
Drip
question.
Tray.
Yeah, that's right.
He gave you his answer.
He's judging
and that's
your
his
question.
answer.
Well, I'm not coming to dinner now. No, here we go. This is the big one. This is the favourite animal.
I don't have a favourite animal.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's controversial. But Sunil Gawaskar, what's your favourite colour?
Beige.
And that was Drip Tray.
Possibly the best drip tray ever.
That's a good drip tray.
Now, you're part of the commentary, the Channel 7 commentary this year, and you're a magnificent addition to it all. How much are you looking forward to what's going to happen in Adelaide? Day-night test, pink ball, who knows what the Jasper Bumrahs of the world are going to do over there. How much are you looking forward to that second test?
Very much, because I think the Indian team will be strengthened by the return of Rohit Sharma, the captain, and Shubman Gill.
Mm-hmm.
So that means the batting will become even stronger.
Spinner?
Spinner, I think, that will be something that the tour selection committee will have to think about, whether they go for a Jadeja or retain Sundar, or go for Jadeja as well as Ashwin.
Yep.
But young Nitish Reddy has done so well, tough to drop him.
They got some
It's an
players.
embarrassment of riches
mate,
over
it's a
there in the
joke.
Indian team right now. Good luck to you in the commentary box. It's a bit harder to commentate now than it used to be back in the days, because your hands are tied. You can't be as brutally honest as you used to be.
Well, he's bowled him. Well, he's gone, Greg Chappell. Clean bowling, Sunil Gawaskar. Well, what a disgraceful shot that was.
That was Tony Greig.
Yeah, you're
being brutally honest.
I was being brutally honest. That's all you can do. Be brutally honest.
I tell you what, when it comes to being brutally honest, I reckon that Bill Laurie, Sonny, I reckon he took it up a notch when describing Terry Alderman.
Oh, and that's a nasty one. It's hit him on the head, and Alderman has gone down.
I'm a little bit annoyed about this. I'm not putting the finger on was on Akram, but you could see that was going to happen because Terry Alderman cannot bat.
Sonny, it's been an absolute joy for us. This show is only great because of the people that come on it, and you are one of the giants of the game of cricket. It's been an absolute joy to have you on our show. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.